Welcome back to Barbecue with Greg. Let's put that meat on the grill. Let's get started. Hello barbecue friends. Today we're going to be cooking up some beef short ribs. We're going to put it here on the Louisiana Grill's Kamado. What we're going to do, we're going to smoke those ribs first. I'm looking for a nice crust, nice fully cooked to the center. Then we're going to put them in a cast iron pot. We're going to add some liquid to that and really render it down. We'll take this step by step. Let's get that fired up. Okay, I'm going to use my chimney starter here. I got newspaper on the bottom, some fresh charcoal in the can here. Plus I got some leftover charcoal from my previous cook that hasn't rendered out. So we're just going to dump the hot coals on top of that when it's ready. And we should be ready to put our meat on. So let's light this up. And set this on top of the grill. Okay, now what I want to do is get the meat ready. Okay, I got this piece of short rib from my local meat store. There we go, 4 bones in. Nice intermuscular fat there. A little bit of fat on top. I'm going to use this Cattle Boys Gourmet seasoning here. We're going to coat this nicely. And take the lid off there, really. A little bit on the back, a little bit on the side. Okay. Wrap this up. When our charcoal's fully lit here, I'll bring it back and we'll get the meat on. Well, it's fully engaged there. Let's dump that over our old coals. There we are. Now I'm not going to use a deflector or anything in this cook. The next thing, and close the lid here. To just one set of holes here. Our upper damper, I'm going to move to just under 1. Okay, we're just going to let our barbecue kind of level out in temperature, let all the ceramics warm up and everything. Then we'll get the meat on. So this has been lit now for about 5 minutes or so. I got a dome temperature of 250 degrees. Pretty much have no smoke coming out, so we're ready to go. Let's get that meat on. So again, I got no baffle in here or anything. I'm cooking directly over the coals. We're going to put our ribs down, membrane side down, like that. Get some of that seasoning on there. Okay, we'll close the lid. So again, we're going to let this smoke for probably a couple hours. Maybe less because it's a pretty narrow strip of short ribs. But we'll check it after an hour or so, see where we're at. We'll check back at the next step. All right, these ribs have been on for an hour and a half now. I can see I got smoke coming out here, so I'm thinking those drippings are starting to hit the coals and starting to smoke up. So let's open this up, take a look. Okay, we got some nice color here from the smoke. You can see a lot of bone pull happening here, which is good. Just take a quick measurement. We're at 160, 162. Okay, now what I want to do is get our pot ready. Okay, just going to move this to the side here a little bit. Put our cast iron pot here in the middle. I got some beef tallow here. I just want to put some in the bottom of the pan. I got this from some of our previous brisket trimmings. I got roughly 1 small onion here. I'm just going to break apart, put it at the bottom of the pan. Now I'm going to take our beef ribs here, set them right in the pan. I'm going to take the rest of our cut up onions, kind of put them in there around. I got some Worcestershire sauce here. I'm going to put some of that in there. Drizzle that all over. Now I'm going to fill the pan up with water up till just the bottom of the top of the meat there. Say I probably got about a liter or so of water in there. We'll let that go like that. Okay, we'll close the lid. We'll let that go another hour or hour and a half or so. We'll see what's happening and we'll check back then. All right, we reached another hour and a half. So we had an hour and a half of time smoking, an hour and a half in the pan. So let's take a look at what we got. All right, look at that, cooking away. What I'm looking for here is that this probe's real nice and soft. We'll get our meter here. And it is really soft there. We're at a 195 degrees there. Okay, I'm gonna pull these out. Put them on our cutting board here. Now I got this nice Kaiser bun here. And toast that over the fire. Nice broth happening there. Okay, our bun's toasted here. We got our meat ready. Let's build ourselves a sandwich. All right, let's cut into this. See that bone just falling off there? This. See just how good that is. Nice and tender. Let's lay that on some bread. Take some of those onions. Take some of those drippings. We got this delicious sandwich here made with part of the meat from this short rib here. So this meat, again, was smoked for an hour and a half on the grill. Then it was put in the pot for another hour and a half till it was kind of probe tender. So a total of 3 hours cooking. Made this delicious sandwich out of the meat. We got to do a taste test. You can taste that smokiness from the grill. And the beef meat, so flavorful. I taste a little bit of sweetness from the rub because the barbecue rub I used had some sugars in it. You can see all the smokiness of the meat in there. Boy, just delicious. Well, it's the first time I put a short rib in a pan. Definitely won't be my last. This is delicious. Well, if you enjoyed this cook, I'd appreciate you smash that like button. And of course, you want to see more of these cooks, click that subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Barbecue with Greg.
Thanks for watching Barbecue with Greg, one of those barbecue cooking shows people watch on YouTube sometimes.